Peace be to you all. Assalamu alaikum. Omar here, doing my Sunday long run. I just want to talk to you guys very briefly about the importance of fitness in what I'll now call your wellness regimen, and especially as you get older. Right now, I work as a PA. But I also have a background in biology and health education, and I'm in my mid-50s now. So as I age, I really want to do what I can to optimize my health with the increasingly limited time of life that I have left. And what I see in the doctor's office where I work is a lot of people, my age in particular, who are on multiple medications. So they have what we call polypharmacy. They're on stuff for their diabetes, type 2 diabetes, or they're pre-diabetic. So they're on an oral anti-glycemic. They got hypertension, so they're on 2 different antihypertensives. Then they got joint aches and pains, so they're on something for that. Then hyperlipidemia, so they're on a statin, Then they might have anxiety, so they're on something, Xanax or something. And one of my goals is to try to safely wean people off of these multiple drugs, if they don't need them. Having been born in the 60s, I grew up with, I think my generation is the potion, or I would call it the pill generation, because a lot of the pills that we have now that are almost drugs of choice, as we call them, for certain diseases, they really came out in the I say the 50s and became common use probably in the 70s. So I grew up with vaccines. You had to get your vaccinations in order to get into school. You had to have proof of vaccines. So this COVID vaccine, obligatory COVID vaccine and all this other stuff, it's not new to our generation. I want to be a very strong advocate for people taking as few pills as possible and really adopting healthy lifestyle choices. This isn't that easy. But once you get out here, it's so beautiful. I mean, look at that. See that? God, I mean, you can't be stressed, out in this environment. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi.
Well, I guess you could be stressed, but to me, this is better than Xanax for anxiety or whatever Celebrex. I think your selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor. I say this as somebody who was very anxious, still am anxious. I passed it off to my kids, unfortunately. They're learning to control it. But I also had high blood pressure, high cholesterol. If you're running where I'm running, this is Rock Creek Park in Washington, D.C. But I had some health issues. I was pre-everything. Pre-diabetic, pre-hypertensive, high cholesterol. I actually had high cholesterol. I was overweight, and I had adopted this really high stress. I was making money. It was very stressful. So, and I was letting the stress of my job and the stress of other people get to me. So that was really terrible. But I let my health go, so I could make that money and work those absolutely insane hours. I was eating junk food. I'm a stress eater. Food doesn't judge you. It just makes you feel good immediately. It gives you instant gratification. So I had to make a change. I was like, good grief, man. And this all happened when I was in my in my 40s. So I was able to not be placed on antihypertensives, not be placed on cholesterol medication. I had to stop eating all the sugary crap that I was eating, even though it was tasty, but I didn't have to go on an oral antiglycemic. But you can do the same to the best of your ability. You know, everybody's got different diseases and so forth. You know, there's things that we can't really do about genetics in many aspects, but you can give up smoking so you don't have to be on Chantix or Nicorette. You can, you know, the nicotine's going to shoot your blood pressure up. You can cut back on the caffeine consumption. That's one of my vices. I got to stop. I have to stop that. It's too much caffeine. But you know, you could try to control your stress and your anxiety to the best of your ability, so you don't have to be on stuff. I mean, we're becoming like Huxley's Brave New World, where people are popping soma and living in these little cubicles. I live here in the city in DC, but you know, there's condos popping up all over the place. But you know, I want people to have really good health. You know, back in the 90s, there were these health gurus that came out and they're writing these books, Ageless Time, Mindless Body, or whatever. You know, you could stop aging. You know, how to stop the aging process. You know, and all this other stuff. And they made a lot of money. They made a lot of money. Yeah, the longevity products and stuff. But I noticed as I got older, these same people were, you know, dyeing their hair and getting these microdermabrasions and these lip fillers and facelifts and whatnot. I guess the Botox injections, you know, trying to be, you know, now there's 70-year-old people trying to fool people into thinking that they're my age or younger. You know, so our bodies are going to age. It's the biological processes. You can't stop the aging process, but you can kind of, you can try to control it as best you can. Everybody ages differently. You know, I guess you do what you can. You know, try to control your modifiable risk factors. For God's sakes, don't smoke. Don't consume, you know, high amounts of alcohol. Try to control your stress. You know, I'm in a slightly stressful situation now, but I'm trying to just have this, I don't know if it's a nihilistic attitude, but it's like, whatever happens, happens. You know, and this kind of helps me. You know, but that's it for now. I ramble. I wish you guys the best of success in your positive endeavors. If you have any interest in becoming a physician associate like me, it's a great career. I'll be happy to coach you or mentor you. I've been a PA for more than 20 years. As an erstwhile PA professor and administrator. I've held different positions as a PA, and I'm also a health educator. And that's one of the things I'm trying to get more into. So I can give you tips on taking the certified health education specialist exam. What? And I'm a fitness guy. If you want to swap war stories about fitness. Okay, guys. I wish you guys the best of success in your positive endeavors. Take care. Peace.